Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. He's continues way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, McGee. Throw left side complete. That's Wheeler.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. McGee. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Throwing is McDonald.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, McGee. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Will.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's McDonald to throw. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well,
every other time it's fucking on the money on the
college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. McDonald sets to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Farmer. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the Bucs.
Touchdown! A great
Keep on coming out in that cover 3.
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. He finds his man complete. It's Wheeler. And he's brought down. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one.
I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Off the play fake. McGee steps away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McGee. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 50. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Off play action. McGee. He finds his man complete. That's Wheeler. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Off the play fake. McGee. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On fourth down, McGee. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He finds his man, complete. It's Farmer.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Burns.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go option to the short side. He gives it up. Oh, he bowls over it.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off play action. McGee, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw on third down, McGee.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back to throw again. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Off the play fake, McGee. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot.
See if that gets under his skin a
this
little
one's
bit.
in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Trayvon Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, McGee. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off play action. McGee. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action with McDonald. Throw left side complete. That's Farmer. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. He finds his man complete. That's Burns. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville on a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And the ball is knocked out. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a give, right side. Burns. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run the option left. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule and they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Bucs add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, McDonald.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, They're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. To throw on third down. McDonald, he finds his man, complete. It's Farmer. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously walked. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run?
Keep on play action passing.
Really, what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off the play fake, McGee. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
20, 10.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw. McGee. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds here. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Off-play action. McGee. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on first down. McGee. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. It's Burns. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He's back to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. McDonald. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete break. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Man, just on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jaguars,
Their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
and they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.